Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, to all of you wonderful subscribers and new viewers. If you haven't subscribed already, smash that subscribe button. If you haven't liked the video already, watch about 30 seconds and smash that like button. This is a clip from a piece of long form content that myself and Sam have put together. We had an hour's long worth of conversation this morning discussing all things Newcastle United. Dominic Solanke, this January transfer window. Will Bruno Guimaraes be sold in the summer? Is Callum Wilson going to be a part of Newcastle United moving forward? Do we keep the likes of Sean Longstaff, Jamal Lascelles? All of these things are discussed. Not only that, I may well make an outrageous claim that dependent on where we finish this season, can we compare the two seasons and the players to the performances under Steve Bruce? Now, I know a lot of you are going to go mental at that, but it's definitely worth checking out. If you want to check out the whole thing, join the membership program for 99p. You can click that join now, and as I said, it's just 99p, and you get all of our long form content as well. But here's a clip of what you can expect. If you like it, smash that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Good morning. It's Carl, Newcastle Fans TV. Don't think I've posted anything for a few weeks, and I'm joined by my illustrious colleague, Mr. Mulliner. Sam, how are we?
Good, good. It's nice to see you. It's nice to do a video together once again and rein your ever winding neck in a little bit.
So I was going to touch up on that, to be fair. So I'm glad you did. Yeah, I thought we'll do a video where I actually think about what I'm going to say rather than acting on emotion, because we all know I'm very good or bad at that. Another dismal display so far. I hope this video doesn't age well. That's what, of course, I want Newcastle to come back and get a win off the back of this. But what I've just seen in that first half is shit. Stop talking about people being fucking tired. But yeah, donning a Greg's hat today because I can't find my Newcastle one. Keeping
I
in.
thought you were late for work.
I feel like I am, to be fair. You're shooting off to work immediately after this, I imagine, because guess
Yeah,
what? We don't get paid enough to do this full time.
I know. I know.
Yeah, so fantastic to be joined by you, mate. Obviously, we had a brief chat last night about what we were going to do. There's a little bit of structure to this, and myself and Sam have, because we think it's going to be unfair to completely judge players entirely at this point in time of the season. So we will probably be doing a follow-up video towards the end of the season. But first of all, mate, I just want to touch upon what you think of the not so much what you think of the January transfer window. What do you think is going to happen? Because obviously we have a conversation quite a lot away from camera and things like that, and we do different opinions, and we both try to rein each other in and use other logical parts of our brains. But what do you expect from this? Because not much has happened so far.
Well, to be honest, like I did a video for the members yesterday morning saying, "Don't be surprised if we don't sign anyone." Um, and I was preparing to stand by that for the rest of the month. However, by yesterday evening, and we were hearing about the news of us inquiring about Dominic Solanke, that suggested to me that there is a bit of money available. I don't think that deal will happen, thankfully, because I'm not a fan of Solanke. Yes, he's having a great season, but I think our ambitions should be a bit loftier than Dominic Solanke, to be honest. But the positive to take away from that is that maybe there is money to spend this month, or double down on a negative that Callum Wilson's potentially had a setback and could be out for a while, and Solanke was maybe earmarked as a long-term replacement for Callum Wilson. But hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully there is a bit of money to spend, because otherwise I don't see us doing next to anything really this month.
But then you've got even if we've not got massive amounts of money available, we've seen players like Timo Werner, for example. I'm ruined that we've not had enough taken the opportunity to try and sign him on loan with a potential £12 million fee. I can't remember the lad's name from Stuttgart that you were talking about the other day.
Oh, Garassi.
Yeah, like what was it, a £15 million buyout clause? Like,
Yeah.
surely we've got that money available. And like you said, if we're looking at Dominic Solanke, why aren't we looking at players like that? Does that
Well,
worry you?
Look, there's counter arguments for all. Your man Timo Werner, horrendous finisher, but I agree with you. There is a hell of a player in there somewhere. Whether he's suited to the Premier League, I don't know. And his form so far this season in front of goal has again been very, very sketchy indeed. I think he's only scored two so far all season. Compare that to Garassi, where only Harry Kane has scored more.
Yeah.
He's got a better minutes per goal ratio than Kane as well. His problem is that, he's from Guinea and not Papa's got a brand new Guinea. He's from the original Guinea. So he's in the Africa Cup of Nations. So even if we were to sign him this month, you ain't
Can't
getting
play
him
this
back
month.
for
Yeah.
at least another month. So, and even if they go out in the group stages. So there's arguments and counter arguments for almost all the potential targets. But yes, Solanke is not one for me whatsoever.
I mean, I've just wanted to double check his stats, and I think it's 100 and something appearances. He scored 22 goals, and the majority of those are this season. So we can look. We're not going to get a full picture of whether it's a purple patch or whether he's improving. But even I think he's played enough games in the Premier League to see that he's not necessarily improved season upon season. I think we can almost put this down to a Miggy Almiron-esque purple patch. No.
I would agree with that. Yeah, there's not been any real sustained. I mean, yes, he's played for big clubs in the past, Chelsea and Liverpool, but it's not worked out for him. But and again, Bournemouth paid close 20 million for him. They're going to want to, and he's
At
tied
least
down
recoup
to.
that.
Well, no, they're going to want to make on that.
Yeah, of course. No, but
They're
I'm
going to
saying
look
at least
at least doubling their money because he's under contract till summer 27.
the English
So
player tax as well.
they're going to want at least 50, which he ain't worth. Not by any stretch. So it doesn't even come close. I do think it is a purple patch. There's no real sustained form lines that you can look to and say, yeah, he's going to be worth it. But how much like him because he bought him for Bournemouth and he wants him for Newcastle.
Okay. I mean, that'll bring me on to a kind of another point. Is there a little bit of a worry that, like, because I think it's fair to say that the kind of structure and the implementation of tactics and the way that we play and the team chemistry, there's almost I think the fulcrum of that is down to young English lads. You've obviously then got the likes of Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, etc., that buy into that. I know the rest of them do, but I feel like the majority of that comes from young English lads. Do you think that's one of the reasons that he's looking at Solanke? Obviously, he's had him before, but he must see something in his attitude where he's going to fit into that. My problem is that can take you so far, can't it? Leicester did very well with that and had obviously won the league, and we did very well last season. But at some point, and this will lead on to our next segment, that kind of drive and determination that you get at some point that gets outweighed by talent, doesn't it? And I think we've seen that even in the Champions League against ourselves with Dortmund, for example. There you have it, guys. First clip of many coming over the next few days. If you want to see the rest of the conversation, unfiltered conversation between myself and Sam about all things Newcastle United, lots of different topics, as I said at the very beginning of the video, then join the membership program for just 99 pence. What can you even get for 99p these days? You can't even get a coffee, but you can watch me and Sam drink a coffee talking absolute waffle. But if that's what you like, unfiltered conversation, join our membership program. It's not just that we have there. We have lots of videos from Lee, myself, Sam, Joe. Lots of behind the scenes stuff. Adam appears on the members program quite a bit as well. So we'll be posting lots more long form content. I think all of our kind of conversational stuff will be posted there. So if you want to see that, by all means, head over. Yeah. How do you think this season's going to end? Do you think we're going to sign Dominic Solanke? Do you think we're going to sign anyone in the January transfer window? And I'd like to thank Green King for being our main sponsors so far this season, and hopefully it looks like we'll be tying up a deal till the end of the season as well. Not confirmed, but we're almost there. So you'll be seeing myself, Sam, and many others over on Green King Sports Instagram page as well. Over 900 pubs showing plenty of Premier League football as well as many different sports as well. So if you're in a Green King if you're in an area that has a Green King pub, head over there for some great hospitality, some great sport, some great beers, and to be fair, genuinely, some great pub food. See you in the next one.
Motherfucker, I've been mortified, 45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them slide.